Hello and welcome to a lively and noisy South Paris arena, where we're all eagerly awaiting the final session of Day 3 of the Paris 2024 Goalball competition. Later, this Paris crowd will be witnessing the host France going up against the Republic of Korea. But first, we have an enticing-looking clash in the men's event as the reigning Paralympic champions Brazil go up against Asian champions, the Islamic Republic of Iran. This crowd sure of a enticing-looking matchup tonight. Brazil won both their first two pool games. They'd top the group and secure the best possible draw for the quarterfinals if they win today. But Iran have also started strongly. They beat the host France on day 2. And they'll be hoping to make the reigning champions Brazil work hard as they endeavour to retain their gold medal from Tokyo. Brazil currently top the group, and a win today against the Islamic Republic of Iran will give them 3 wins from 3 games and give them the best possible matchup in the quarterfinals. An exciting session ahead of us as the pool stages approach their conclusion and the quarterfinal lineups begin to take shape. And with just a few minutes away from the first few throws, it's a good chance to bring you up to speed with the fantastic sport of goalball. I'll tell you some of the basics about this fantastic sport. The aim of the game is to score as many goals as you can, whilst also defending your own net. And it's a net that runs all the way across the court. Brazil with a brilliant run-in to this game. 2 wins in 2 games against France and the USA. Iran, meanwhile, winning their only game against the hosts France. Brazil win today would give them a perfect record. I mean, they'd play the 4th place side in the other pool, and there is that Brazil squad. Brazil, the team to beat in men's goalball. Pivotal to their success. It's been number 4, Lehman Moreno. Scored a hat-trick in the gold medal match in Tokyo. He's got 6 goals in Brazil's 2 games so far. Brazil, a team with lots of attacking options. And expect to see a big variety of names on the score sheet today. Iran, meanwhile, in terms of goals, it's all about Hassan Jafari. Scored 8 goals in 1 game against France. He is their main attacking option and really pivotal to this side. 12-8 win against France. French men's team that, despite only being formed a few years ago, they've looked pretty strong in this competition. Iran did well to get the 3 points in that game on day 2. Andre Dantas picked up lots of goals along the way. And Brazil aside with many, many attacking options. Lehman Moreno, Andre Dantas, Jose Marcio Souza. But it looks like Dantas will be taking to court in the starting 3.
Now the starting lineup from Islamic Republic of Iran.
Numéro 2.
Number 2, Mohamed Mahdi Nafisima Sob.
Numéro 3.
Number 3, Hassan Zafari.
The court that you can see on screen, those lines textured. Players using the lines to feel their way around the court, get their orientation. Also using the sound of the ball. So this crowd, as vocal and as excited as they may be right now, they'll have to be absolutely silent while the ball's in play. And this man is one to watch, Hassan Yafari. 8 goals in 1 game. He is absolutely instrumental to Iran's success in this competition and the many competitions before that. If he is on top form, then this could be a very competitive match indeed. And there are referees from Sweden and Finland. And they will be calling infractions and shortly supervising the pre-match patching process, where players have their eye shades applied. And it's those eye shades that mean players of different levels of visual impairment can play alongside one another. There we have the Iranian starting 3. No surprise to see Hassan Yafari amongst them. Their primary offensive threat. I'm sure the Iranian master plan will be given the ball as much as possible. Brazil, meanwhile, have lots of attacking options. And they're going with a starting 3 of Marquez, Ernesto, Dantas. Dantas currently top scorer for Brazil. That means they'll have Lehmann Moreno on the bench. Moreno, one of the greatest Brazilian para-athletes of all time. As the Iranian coach, Barman Dustivala, gives his final instructions. I expect to see lots of goals from Andre Dantas. Scored 7 at Paris 2024 so far. The Brazilian coach, Giannatas Castro, was the coach for Brazil's gold medal run at the Pan American Games in Santiago last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just under 90 seconds to go until the start of competition.
And we'll be underway just over a minute. And the final activity before the opening throw, these players have their eye shades applied. They're not allowed to touch their eye shades while the ball's in play. So they need to be applied under the close supervision of the officials.
We must be silent for the players.
Brazil, dominant force in men's goalball. Reigning Paralympic, World and Para-Pan Am champions. Very much the side to beat in this men's event.
To start of competition. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And now let's listen in as the referee gives the final instructions before the start of the game.
Welcome to this game between Brazil to my left and Iran to my right. I remind the audience, please be quiet while the ball is in play and turn off your cell phone. Thank you very much. Iran will start with the ball. Wide please. Center. Play.
Brazil against Iran as the reigning gold medalists take on the Asian champions. Brazil, the team to beat in the men's event. And you can see exactly why they're defending their gold medal. Fantastic early start from Brazil. And they could not have asked for a better opening throw. It's the goal from Andre Dantas. Lots of bounce and power, and maybe the Iranian centre, Nafisina Saab, will be a bit disappointed with that block. Not quite enough strength in the leg movement. Could only send the ball into the back of the net. Ernesto to Marquez, here in his 5th Paralympic Games, as he heads towards centre of court. Blocked out from Jafari. I think we'll see a lot from him. Scored 8 goals against France on day 2. And they'll need him to be on form. They're going to challenge this fantastic Brazilian side. Dantas already on the score sheet. He's looking in fantastic form. Brazil's top scorer at Paris 2024 so far. And it's a side that has Brazilian legend Lehman Moreno in amongst it. Sarafaz's throw blocked by Dantas. And already we have an equipment check. Usually means some eye shades have come loose. The ball given to Emerson Ernesto. Part of the gold medal winning sides, both the World Championships in 2022 and Tokyo 2020. Ernesto with the throw. Ernesto, he's playing in centre of court, very much capable of scoring goals. The Iranian game plan very much based around Hassan Hafari and his goal-scoring prowess. Sarafraz blocked out by Marquez. Marquez steadies himself on the post and goes for the rotation throw. Straight and direct and well intercepted by Sarafraz. Hifari. Gathered by Marquez, and from the other side of court from Dantas. Trying a few different angles, trying to find a way through, find the gap. Huge amount of bounce on that from Sarafraz. Ernesto from centre of court. 3 strong offensive options amongst Brazil's 3 players here on court right now. No respite for Iran. I mean, shots can be coming in from all angles. Dantas, gathered by Hafari. Another equipment check. Quite a few stoppages start of this first half. Iran might welcome the chance to break Brazil's momentum a bit. Made a impactful start to the first half, scoring with one of the first few throws. Now Marquez, blocked by the feet of number 2, Nafisina Saab. Hafari. That was called as a long ball. If so, it will be a one-on-one penalty. Andre Dantas with the ball. It does look like a penalty throw for Brazil. It's going to be one-on-one. And Brazil make it 2. And right in the early stages of this first half, Brazil are looking very comfortable indeed. And it's Andre Dantas once again one-on-one to double the Brazilian lead. That was called as a long ball penalty. Meant that the ball didn't bounce in the legal areas of the court. And Brazil took advantage. And they've got a comfortable looking lead early on in their final pool game. And Iran understandably calling a timeout. Need to work out how to thwart the attacking threat posed by these three players. And they have even more firepower on the bench. Probably the side with the greatest depth in the goalball program. And that's why they're not just Paralympic champions, but world champions too. Sarafraz goes for the rotation throw. Well, that was encouraging for Iran. Lots of bounce on that delivery, but well dealt with by Andre Dantas. The knee of Dantas sent the ball over the bar. Hifari, slightly slower ball. Dantas tries to find the gap. Oh, and it's off the post. That was heart-in-mouth moment for the Iranian trio. Oh, just about kept it out through Nematoya Sarafraz. Oh, he did well to get a foot to it. And he kept that from 3-0. Now Brazil's turn to scurry around for the ball. They've got it through Ernesto. Goes for the straight throw. And the ball once again goes to Hifari. Right on the central line, it's Andre Dantas. Blocked by Nafisi Nasab. Sarafraz. Slower delivery, intercepted by Dantas. Marquez yet to score in this match, but we know he's got a lot of offensive threat as well. Dantas whirling his arm around to get power and energy behind the ball. Almost like winding up a clock. He can generate such power. Sarafraz. Gathered by Marquez. Wide of the post from Marquez. If this scoreline was to stay the same and Brazil were to win this match, they'd qualify for the quarterfinals with a perfect record. Now I say qualify, all four teams in the group will make it through to the quarterfinal. It's all about playing for position. Brazil would guarantee themselves a very favourable route to the medal matches. Dantas. Blocked by the Iranian centre. Gathered by Nematoya Sarafraz. Oh, and Iran have their first goal of the match. Sarafraz manoeuvred his way to the centre of court.
Islamic Republic of Iran.
Found a way through this very strong Brazilian defence. Found the gap between Emerson Ernesto and Andre Dantas. And the confidence builder for Iran, closing the gap to just one goal. Marquez. Blocked by the legs of Sarafraz. Dantas. And seem to have come a bit better at combating that threat from Dantas. Scored with one of the opening throws of the game. Things have settled down a bit now, and here's Marquez. Blocked by the legs of Sarafraz, who's been forced to make some difficult blocks on that near side. And now he moves across court. Wedge between the legs of Romario Marquez.
Please, wait for the referees. Thank you. One, please.
Referee reminding the crowd to be quiet while the ball's in play. Sarafraz. Quick return from Marquez. Straight on his feet. Not giving Iran any time to rest. Halfway through the first half, this match is looking very finely balanced. Just the one goal in it. But an unwelcome sight for Iran. Lehman Moreno warming up on the touchline. A legend of Brazilian parasport. He's capable of contributing lots of goals. No surprise to see Brazil looking to bring him on. Wide of the post from Sarafraz, and surely a matter of seconds before we see Lehman Moreno on court. He was called the Cristiano Ronaldo of goalball when he signed for Sporting in Portugal. Same club that Ronaldo once played football for. The first Brazilian player to establish himself in goalball abroad. And that's 3 for Brazil. Brazil looking a bit more comfortable. And it's the hat-trick for Andre Dantas. He's been in brilliant scoring form in this tournament. Brazil's top scorer. And just as Iran thought they'd got into their groove, it's Andre Dantas to extend that lead to 2 goals once again. Also Jose Marcio Souza warming up. Another player who can score plenty of goals. Dantas. Oh, the ball crawls towards the goal line. It's wide of the post. And that looked scary for Iran for a second. It scrambled to get the ball wide of the post. Another equipment check. There's been quite a few stoppages in this first half. Testament to the speed at which these players hurl themselves about court. Easy for things to get dislodged. There is Lehman Moreno. Scored a hat-trick in the Tokyo 2020 gold medal match. And Andre Dantas, having scored a hat-trick, now makes way for Lehman Moreno. That won't provide much respite for Iran. Moreno, a very talented offensive player. Former Para-Athlete of the Year, as awarded by the Brazilian Paralympic Committee. And immediately he grabs the ball. He poses a very potent threat to this Iranian trio. Can Iran rescue this? No. Ball goes over halfway. So it'll be Brazil possession. And Brazil get another bite at the cherry. And it's Lehmann Moreno once again. Souza with the dummy. Ernesto. Slower ball. Trying to catch Iran by surprise. Hope is the players go to block a bit early and ball finds itself in the back of the net. Marquez. Lots of spin and bounce on that one. See all variety of types of throw in international goalball. See the slightly smoother, flatter ball. Spinning, bouncing ball. And the variation that these players can have is really impressive. That was nearly an impressive goal from Lehmann Moreno, but well blocked by IRI. IRI tries from other side of court. Blocked by the legs of Moreno. Marquez. Iranian centre, rare throw from him. A good throw as well, but gathered by Moreno. Sarafraz off the post, and the ball is still in play. So Brazil, we need to use it quickly. Might concede a 10-second penalty. They got it away in time. Players have 10 seconds once they come into possession of the ball to use it. And there's an official on the sideline whose job it is to monitor and alert the officials to any infringement. Crowd using the rare opportunity to make a bit of noise. Got to be totally silent when the ball's in play. And we've been blessed with brilliant crowds throughout these first few days of Paralympic goalball. Really excited to experience a sport that can be quite different to your usual sporting experience. It's a very unique and exciting sport, and unique experience for these spectators too. As officials bring the crowd to order. Sarafraz into the chest of Lehmann Moreno. Looks like Jose Marcio Souza warming up. Another player who provides a real threat and real force in that delivery from Lehmann Moreno. And even more force in the response from Hassan Yafari, but no one yet able to get it in the back of the net. Well, Sarafraz having a second go. Sometimes these players, you find they don't quite have their orientation right in their run-up. Have to have a second go. Nafisi Nassab. Wide of the post, just over 2 minutes remain. Brazil looking relatively comfortable, but they'll want a few more goals on the board, especially with the attacking talent that they have. Moreno's throw cross court, blocked by Sarafraz. Brazil squad, so much depth to it. 4 or 5 really strong attacking players. Marquez just about keeps it out. Ball, fortunately for him, drifted the right side of the goal line. Ernesto, blocked by the Iranian centre, who has a go himself.
Substitution Brazil out, number 7 in number 3.
Brazil making a change in the centre position. Emerson Ernesto coming off. Paulo Cetino coming on. His wife, Larissa, also a goalball player, represented Brazil at international level. I think this will be a like-for-like change in the centre of court. A bit of a conference in the centre of court, but Lehman Moreno comes away with the ball, and it's Moreno with the throw. Yafari with the return. First throw for the new arrival, Paolo Saturnino, straight on court. His throw is snuffed out by the Iranian trio. Sarafraz here in his first Paralympic Games. Bit of frustration from the Brazilian coach, Yonatas Castro. Felt like his call for a timeout wasn't being heard and responded to. And Brazil might as well take their timeout. If you don't use timeout in the first half, you lose it. So good chance just to try and plan a bit of strategy with some new players on court. Paolo Saturnino just arrived on court. Interesting to see what kind of role he will play in the centre. Some centres more attacking. Some just give the ball to the wings. It looks like Saturnino shaping up to throw. Entering the final minute. Brazil with a relatively comfortable lead. But Iran still hanging in there, showing a lot of determination. Sarafraz to throw. Gathered by Saturnino. Yafari yet to score. Iran really needed him to be on top form. Scored 8 goals in Iran's opening game on day 2. Yet to get on the score sheet here. This will be the final throw of the first half from Brazil. It looks like they'll be heading in at half-time with a 2-goal cushion. And that's half-time. A commanding start from Brazil, getting on the score sheet within a matter of seconds. And so easy to see why they're the Paralympic and world champions. 3 goals from Andre Dantas in the presence of Lehman Moreno on court. And Brazil sitting pretty at the half-time break. Half-time score, Brazil 3, Islamic Republic of Iran.
What a fantastic Saturday night in Paris, and great goal ball first half behind, and the goal scorers for the teams tonight. Brazil, number 9, Andre Dantas, all 3 goals. And Islamic
crowd enjoying this taste of goalball. Watching the Paralympic and World Champions on court against the Asian champions Iran.
Republic of Iran placed 3rd in Asian Para Games.
And a real masterclass of attacking play from Brazil. And here we see some of the highlights of the first half. Andre Dantas getting on the score sheet. Just seconds on the clock. And that was very much the vein he continued in, scoring one-on-one with that penalty throw. And then to seal the hat-trick. Actually, this was the Iranian goal, courtesy of Sarafraz. Did well to find the gap and give Iran a bit of hope. But Brazil responded quickly. That man, Andre Dantas, with the hat-trick. Brazil will be happy with that first half, and they still have Andre Dantas on the bench if they need to bring him on. And that's the story of the first half in terms of numbers. Iran giving away that penalty that was capitalised on by Andre Dantas.
Now it's time for...
And Iran will need some goals from Hassan Yafari if they're to cause an upset. And as the final eye shades checks are applied before the start of the second half. And we're about to hear the referees inform us if any substitutions have been made at half-time.
Welcome to the second half of the game between Iran to my left and Brazil to my right. Half-time score is Iran 1, Brazil 3. Half-time substitution for Brazil, out number 3 and 6, in number 5 and 7.
Half-time substitutions, Brazil, players out, number 3, Paulo Saturnino, and number 6, Romario Marquez.
Paulo Saturnino heading off court just a minute or so after he came on. So Emerson and Ernesto, the Brazil starting centre, now back on court. That means Moreno, their star shooter, remains on court. Now Brazil to get us underway. Brazil against Iran. As things stand, Brazil will top the group. Still the chance for Iran to cause an upset against the defending gold medalists and the world champions, Brazil. Oh, it's a brilliant start from Brazil, and they start the second half just as they started the first, with the ball in the back of the Iranian net. And it's Jose Marcio Souza, only been on court for a matter of seconds, and already he's made a crucial intervention. Now how can Iran respond? Nematola Sarafraz with the ball, 39 years of age. Souza with the quick return. Real power and pace on his throws. Now Moreno steadies himself on the goal. Thrown from centre of court. Souza once again, he's full of energy, freshly arrived on court. Already clear he's going to pose a real threat. Yafari, slightly slower ball. Trying to mix things up in terms of shot selection. Now Moreno, such a formidable Brazilian trio. So many World Championships, so many Paralympic medals amongst them. Yafari advances up court, blocked by Souza. Souza navigates around the Brazilian centre. It's a wet ball. Makes it a bit harder for the players to grip. Thanks to the trusty towel. Can get back underway. Those balls, incidentally, weigh about 1.5 kilograms. So they can really cause a bruise when they're thrown at rapid pace. Ernesto from the centre line. Sarafraz. Loads of bounce on that, but Brazil interpreting the Iranian throws well. Hassan Yafari yet to have the same impact as he did against France on day 2. He scored 8 goals. Not able to get himself on the score sheet so far. Moreno from centre of court. It's Lehmann Moreno. And there's a reason why he was selected Para-Athlete of the Year by the Brazilian Paralympic Committee. He can make a fantastic impact and find the gap like no one else. A brilliant example of exactly what he can do to give Brazil a 4-goal lead.
Islamic Republic of Iran, timeout.
Iran calling the timeout. They've got a lot to think about. They won their opening game. But a defeat here risks putting them towards the bottom of the group. And that would mean a difficult matchup in the quarterfinals. Parazinho, the nickname of Jose Marcio Souza. Nice nod to the many Brazilian Inhos we've seen in the full programme of Olympic and Paralympic sports. Moreno, blocked by the Iranian centre, and Iran making a change. The Iranian centre, Nafisina Sab, just after making that block, brought off court. It's going to be Madi Abbasi to come on in his first Paralympic Games. It's good that he's got a smile on his face. He's about to face a barrage of throws from one of the strongest offensive trios in men's goalball. This is Iran's third Paralympic Games in men's goalball. Also took part in Beijing 2008, London 2012. Yet to progress beyond the quarterfinals, though. I'm sure that will be their aim here in Paris. Ernesto. Rapid return from Jafari. Now Lehmann Moreno. Well gathered from Sarafraz. Moreno to Souza with Parazinho on his back. Affectionate nickname that he has from the players and the coaching staff. Brazilian side. Well, Brazil appealing for the penalty. Thought it was a long ball. Referees disagree. Can be really hard to judge when balls thrown at these ferocious speeds. You'll often see the officials crouching down to get a good view. It ricochets off Abbasi, just arrived on court. Behind for an Iranian throw. Sarafraz blocked by Brazilian centre Ernesto. He's going to have a throw of his own. Slightly slower ball. We've often seen Ernesto go for the slower ball. Contrast to the pace of Dantes Souza Moreno. Moreno. Blocked by Abbasi. Jafari still yet to score. Brazil have successfully neutralised him, and we knew he was going to have to be on top form were Iran to prevail against the reigning gold medalists. Sarafraz. Gathered by Moreno. Already got one goal to his name. He didn't quite get his bearings there, and ball goes harmlessly wide. Jafari. Gathered in centre of court by Ernesto. Souza steps aside to make room. Jafari getting his orientation from the goal frame. One of many ways these players find their way around on court. If you've just tuned in, yes, those players cannot see a thing with those eye shades. All have different levels of visual impairment. But the eye shades means we can have a fair competition. And Iran shaping up to make a change. Looking to mix things up. Nothing they've tried is really working so far. They're looking very comfortable indeed as Ernesto launches that throw. Souza. Iran do well to gather before ball goes over the centre line, and here's Jafari, only player in this squad who's not competing in his first Paralympics.
Substitution, Iran out, number 3 in number 7.
And Jafari, in fact, coming off. Was unable to get on the score sheet today. And the Iranian coach, Bahman Dustivala, deciding a different approach is needed. So we're going to see Milad Suri coming onto court. Suri in his first Paralympic Games. Scored 8 goals at the recent Asia-Pacific Championships. And Iran trailing by 4 goals, might as well try something different. And in goalball, once players come off, you're able to bring them back on. And in fact, a timely reminder that Brazil still have André Dantas on the bench. I wonder if we'll see him before the end of the second half. Oh, the ball's in the back of the net. It looked like it had been saved by Lehman Moreno, but the bounce of the ball takes it into the back of the Brazilian net. And it's another goal from Nematoya Sarafraz. And a despairing dive from Lehman Moreno. Nothing he could do to keep it out. And a bit of hope for Iran halfway through this second half. Souza trying to quietly manoeuvre across the goal line without attracting any attention from Iran. Oh, and Iran are back in scoring form. It's Milad Souri, just seconds after he's come onto court. And it's clearly an act of ingenuity from the Iranian coach to bring on Milad Souri. He's made an immediate impact. And Iran, in a matter of seconds, have closed the gap to just 2 goals. And you can fully understand why Brazil have called that timeout. They were sitting pretty, 5 goals to 1. And then a flurry of Iranian goals has meant the complexion of this game looks very different. It's not a particularly experienced side. All but one of these Iranian players making their Paralympic debut. They've managed to give Brazil a bit of a scare. In the second half of this second half, it's going to be very interesting indeed. Moreno. Wide of the post, and chance for Brazil to breathe a bit. Conceded 2 goals on the bounce. And Suri's throw blocked, but no respite for Brazil. They're going to face another Iranian throw. Sarafraz from centre of court. Iran's top goal scorer in this match with 2 to his name. Sarafraz again chasing a hat-trick. And André Dantas warming up for Brazil. Now things are looking a bit precarious for Brazil in terms of protecting that lead. We're going to see the firepower of André Dantas coming on. Looks like it's going to be Lehman Moreno coming off. Souza. Gathered by Sarafraz. Ernesto, Brazilian centre. Lots of bounce, but well dealt with, and Iran calling the timeout. Well, this second half has taken an interesting turn. Quick brace of goals from Iran. Means Brazil having to rethink things. Bring on André Dantas. He thought he'd left court having secured a Brazilian win. And this match not quite as comfortable as Brazil would have liked. And they'll need to work hard if they're to guarantee themselves pole position in the group. Souri from centre of court, advancing up court, but wide of the post. It was guarded by Jose Marcio Souza. Souza said that Brazil's win in Tokyo 2020 meant more investment in goalball, meant better equipment, better training facilities. It's really increased the profile of this sport in Brazil as well. And the profile of that man, Lehman Moreno. One of the most famous and recognized Brazilian para-athletes. Ernesto. Able to get huge amounts of bounce on that ball. Interesting the way he contorts his body. Brazil make the long-awaited change, taking off Lehman Moreno, who's had an impact, providing a goal shortly after he came on. But it's the return of André Dantas, already scored a hat-trick. And the Brazilian coach, Yanatas Castro, wants him to come on and just put this game beyond doubt. Immediately, Dantas given the ball, taking his position on the wing. Well, what an immediate impact from André Dantas. His first throw after coming onto court. And that is exactly why he was brought on. It was a despairing dive from Madi Abbasi, but ended up diving out of the path of the ball. André Dantas showing why he's one of this tournament's top scorers. Ernesto, blocked by Suri. Goes for the underarm bowling action. Way to make the ball straight and direct, but post was well guarded by Dantas. Now Souza goes for the rotation throw, blocked by the legs of Sarafraz. He's played very well, Sarafraz. Contributed 2 of Iran's 3 goals. Dantas, he scored with his first throw. Can he score with his second? It's well snuffed out by Sarafraz. Suri's throw goes wide of the post. Rotation throw from Dantas. Dantas, 2-time world champion. He discovered goal. Ooh, that's off the post. Good save from Dantas. Just tipped it onto the post. Save a goalkeeper will be proud of. Really important intervention. When Dantas discovered goalball, he liked it so much he gave up swimming, and that's a penalty. It looked like Ernesto overcooked that one a bit. Just too much power in it and didn't bounce in the neutral area of the court. So it's going to be one-on-one. Milad Suri. It's called as a long ball, which means if you think of the court as divided into 3/3, it needs to bounce in both your own third of the court and the neutral area. There's too much power in that from Emerson Ernesto. That's the first penalty Brazil have given away. Milad Suri's going to taking a second to compose himself. It's one number 7 against another, and that is a brilliant block by Emerson Ernesto. Position himself high up court, try and narrow the angle. And a brilliant bit of defensive work from Ernesto. In goalball, if you concede the penalty, you have to defend it. And he's redeemed himself after that lapse in accuracy earlier on. Sousa's throw. Iran wanted another penalty, but not given. Ooh, nearly an own goal. And the crowd instinctively let out a bit of a gasp when Milad Souri nearly put the ball in his own net. The referee reminding the crowd to be quiet. Sousa was saying to the officials his eye shades have come loose. Players aren't allowed to touch their own eye shades, so you have to get the attention of the officials. And then the officials check them and check that the eye shade is fully covering the eyes. And the ball's also wet, so lots to sort out during this stoppage. Some dislodged eye shades and a wet ball. And the ball will be returned to Andre Dantas. Brazil look much stronger side now he's on court. And he elects to throw from the centre position. And eventually the ball gathered by Madi Abbasi. Now it's Souri. And it's another goal from Milad Souri. And we have a very interesting final 2.5 minutes here in Pool A. He haired up court to get that shot away and successfully bisected Emerson Ernesto and Andre Dantas. Second goal for Souri. Fourth goal for Iran. And despite Brazil's best efforts, they haven't been able to take the result of this match beyond doubt. Just as they think they're home and dry, Iran pull one back. The Brazilian coach calling a timeout. No doubt be saying to his players, stay calm, know what you need to do. He might be asking them to take a bit more time over their throws. They're allowed 10 seconds. Now that Brazil are in a commanding position, we might see them start to take every one of their 10 seconds to get the ball back into play. Though I've yet to see a 10-second penalty in this tournament. Amazing these players have an internal sense of how long they have of how to get the ball away. Not able to see a clock, of course, with those eye shades, so need to count it out in their own heads. Now Dantas. And the ball just the right side of the post from the Iranian perspective. Well dealt with by Souri. Straight and true from Souri. It's off the post. Interesting. I think the referee blew for a penalty, but corrected himself. And so Iran are going to get another throw, but Brazil think they should keep possession. Okay, let's listen in while the referees discuss what just happened there. So Brazil making the case that though there was a mistake, Brazil should have possession, but in the end it's a moot point. Brazil retain the ball. Suri. Comfortable block from Dantas. Brazil can get through these next 97 seconds without a big upset, and they will top the group. And they will face a very nice looking run to the medal matches. Suri goes straight, and it's called as a penalty. Brazil coach is almost on the court. They were so eager in appealing for it. It's been called as a penalty. The ball bounced the wrong side of the long ball line. And so Milad Suri will have to defend this penalty one-on-one. And that is surely that. Brazil secure the 3 points. And secure the first place finish in the group. Emerson Ernesto with the throw. That's the opposing number 7, Milad Suri.
1 minute and 13 seconds.
But du numéro 7 pour le Brésil, Emerson Ernesto. Temps restant.
So difficult to defend a penalty in goalball. That goal stretching all across the court. And Brazil making no mistake there. Well, what a great response from Iran. Just seconds after they conceded that penalty throw. Iran have made this last minute very interesting indeed. It's another goal for Sarafraz. Hat-trick for him.
Time remaining 1 minute and 8 seconds.
Still looks like a tall order. Although Iran can take comfort of the fact that they've pushed the reigning Paralympic champion so close. Souza quietly moving cross court, he slips and forced to put the ball out. That was interesting, he was being counted down by his teammate Emerson Ernesto. But he slipped on the court, and so he didn't have time to get his throw away. Oh, tipped over the bar. Crowd struggling to contain their excitement. It was a strong save. Yonatas Castro was unhappy about the floor. We saw Jose Marcio Souza slip just a few seconds ago. Brazilian coach making the point it should have been dealt with before play restarted. Because these players move around on their hands get sweaty, and so court can get slippery. That probably explains why Jose Marcio Souza was unable to get his shot away. Pause in proceedings gives a chance for Brazil to think about these final throws. And it's going to be Jose Marcio Souza after his disrupted effort previously, but he gives the ball to Dantas. Dantas, Brazil's top scorer in this match, and indeed in Paris 2024 as a whole. And Iran will need to score all of their remaining throws. And with that ball sailing wide, I think along with that goes Iran's chances of getting points from this game. And Brazil taking their time with these throws as they're allowed to. And Iran do well to rescue it. Keep the ball in play, but they'll have to be quick with this return throw. Oh, well, what an exciting conclusion we have in store. A brilliant throw from Sarafraz. His 4th goal. And with 19 seconds left on the clock, we are set for a truly exciting finish. Brilliant throw from Sarafraz. He's been Iran's star player today. And Brazil have to be very careful. And they're going to take a timeout, plan these last few exchanges with precision. And there's maybe 2 or 3 throws left in this match at a maximum. So if Brazil keep their nerve and defend well, they should be home and dry, but it just takes one successful throw. And Nematola Sarafraz is in the form of his career. 39 years of age. And he is pushing the Paralympic champions and threatening to deprive them of points for the first time in this tournament. Souza being counted down by his teammates, using all of his allotted 10 seconds. Souza with the throw. Now Iran call the timeout. Just seconds remain. And Iran will have one throw in order to give themselves a chance of a point. Otherwise it will be Brazil that top the group. So real tension around the South Paris arena. They know that it all comes down to this final Iranian throw. And you would expect to see the ball given to Nematola Sarafraz. He's been Iran's in-form player in this match. In fact, it's Souri with the ball. He's going to have a go himself from centre of court. Oh, they've done it! Absolutely incredible! The last throw of the match. And Iran have done what no other team was able to do in this pool stage. And threaten Brazil's dominance in this men's event. But they still have one throw to defend. 2.6 seconds on the clock. That's just about enough time to get a throw away. And as Jose Marcio Souza has his eye shades checked, Iran are 2.6 seconds away from a famous result. And it looks like Brazil want Lehmann Moreno to take this final throw. He's been brought in court, seemingly for that specific reason. There's just one throw left. One can presume that's why Lehmann Moreno's coming on court. And what an exciting end we have in store. Dantas coming off. He scored 4 goals so far in this match. And the ball given to Lehmann Moreno. A shot at victory. Lehmann Moreno for the win. And it's wide. And that could be that. 0.6 seconds on the clock. Do Iran have time to have a go? And a famous win for the, famous draw for the Islamic Republic of Iran. An incredible result. A draw that must feel like a win against the dominant force in men's goalball. The reigning Paralympic champions and world champions of Brazil are held to a draw in their final pool game. And that is a big shock and an important result in Pool A. And it was a second half that had no shortage of drama. It looked like this match was beyond Iran, but a brilliant offensive performance from Nematoya Sarafraz means Iran somehow come away with a point.
2 seconds before the magenta. More of these coming.
And this crowd at the South Paris Arena have witnessed one of the most dramatic matches we've seen at Paris 2024 at the Goalball event. And these two sides embrace warmly after a really spectacular matchup, really physical encounter, and it looked like Brazil had it sewn up until right at the end. With just seconds left on the clock, Nematoya Sarafraz with a moment that will live long in the memories of Iranian goalball players and coaching staff, and also the fans who witnessed it at the South Paris Arena. Iran with a fantastic performance. No goals from Hassan Yafari, but a fantastic display from Nematoya Sarafraz. Pushed his teammates through to this historic result. And although Brazil may still qualify top of the group, been given lots to think about today by the Islamic Republic of Iran. In the final score in Pool A, Brazil 7, Islamic Republic of Iran 7.
Le comité d'organisation de Paris 2024 tient à remercier tous les volontaires pour le temps et le dévouement qu'ils consacrent à la réussite de ces Jeux paralympiques.
The Paris 2024 organizing committee would like to thank all volunteers for their time and
what a match these spectators have seen. It's not often the Paralympic and World Championship champions are forced to share the spoils. That's exactly what's happened today. And there we have the story of the match. 7 goals apiece. Although Iran conceded 2 penalties, somehow forged their way to that draw. Final goal with seconds on the clock. And a brilliant collection of goals from Sarafraz. 4 goals from him, and that's what it means for the group standings. Brazil will likely qualify top of the group. But that win, that draw has given a boost to the Islamic Republic of Iran. And Brazil will still likely have a favourable matchup in the quarter-finals. But they've shown an element of vulnerability here. Forced to share the points for the first time at Paris 2024.
Allez, si vous voulez voir les meilleurs moments de cette rencontre entre le Brésil et la République islamique d'Iran, n'hésitez pas à regarder les écrans géants.
A brilliant match and plenty more to come across this goalball competition.
le match entre la France et la République de Corée. La France qui a pris la 5e place au championnat d'Europe en 2021, la 6e place l'an passé. En 2023, les Françaises qui ont perdu leur premier match contre le Canada 10-0. En face, la République de Corée a pris la 2e place des championnats du monde il y a 2 ans. Et la République de Corée a perdu son premier match, c'était contre le Japon, défaite 3-1.
Soon starting women's preliminary game, France against Republic of Korea. And it's a second game in this tournament to both of these teams. Final score, Canada-France was 10-0 and Japan-Republic of Korea final score was 3-1, and both are now trying to hunt their first win in the tournament. And France placed 5th in 2021 European Championships in Turkey. And Brazil placed 4th in Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. We are having a tight game soon here in South Paris Arena.
Mesdames et messieurs, il est temps de faire place aux athlètes. Merci d'accueillir les équipes de la France et de la République de Corée.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet our athletes. Please welcome the teams France and Republic of Korea.
Nous allons maintenant découvrir les joueuses de la France.
Now it's time to meet the players from France. is number 3.
Numéro 3, Melda Alan.
Number 4.
Numéro 4, Coralie Gonzalez.
Number 5.
Numéro 5, Adélia Adjami.
Number 7.
Numéro 7, Gwendoline Matos.
Number 8.
Numéro 8, Loïse Rondepierre.
Number 9.
Numéro 9, Jamali Berquier.
Coach.
L'entraîneur de l'équipe est Anthony Fluot.
Assistant coach.
L'entraîneur assistant est Charlotte Vidalot.
Staff.
Et le responsable du staff est Gilles Méliande Foussira. Nous allons maintenant découvrir les joueuses de la République de Corée.
Now it's time to meet the players from the Republic of Korea.
Numéro 1,
Number 1, Kim Hye-jin.
numéro 3,
Number 3, Kim Hye-jae.
numéro 4,
Number 4, Park In-jae.
numéro 6,
Number 6, Sim Seon-hwa.
numéro 7,
Number 7, Seo Min-jae.
numéro 8,
Number 8, Choi Eun-jae.
l'entraîneur de l'équipe,
Coach Yoon Eun-sun.
l'assistant entraîneur
Assistant coach Yoon Yoo-hong.
et le responsable du staff.
Staff Yoo Hye-jin.
Les arbitres du match sont
The referees for the match are Ono Kazuto from Japan and Sarah Berg from Germany.
Et maintenant, pour partager l'esprit sportif international, la traditionnelle poignée de main d'avant-match entre les deux équipes.
And now in a show of international sportsmanship, both teams will exchange pre-game handshakes.
Qui dit études, dit travail, qui dit taf, te dit les thunes, qui dit argent, dit dépenses, qui dit crédit, dit créance, qui dit dette, te dit huissier, lui dit assis dans la merde, qui dit amour, dit les gosses, dit toujours et dit divorce, qui dit proche, te dit deuil, car avec la merde, il n'est pas seul, qui dit crise, dit domaine, dit famille, dit tyran, qui dit fatigue, dit réveil, qui dit la paix,
Les équipes vont maintenant s'échauffer. Nous vous rappelons que le silence est très important dans cette compétition et nous vous demandons de respecter la haute concentration dont les athlètes doivent faire preuve dans ce sport.
The teams will now warm up and we remind you that silence is highly important for this competition. Athletes require high concentration, therefore we expect everyone to act in a respectful manner during the competition.
Day 3 of the Paris 2024 Goalball competition is reaching its conclusion. And what a treat for the fans at the South Paris Arena as the hosts and Paralympic Goalball debutants France take on the Republic of Korea. Both of these sides lost their opening pool games, and they'll be keen to get some points on the board and give themselves a more favourable run-in for the quarterfinals. And the atmosphere is bouncing in the arena. And it will be absolute silence while the ball is in play. And that is Coralie Gonzalez, the French starting centre. Her face being held aloft. And the atmosphere has been so fantastic for these French games. But some Korea fans in attendance too. Team Gwen is here. That's number 7, Gwendoline Matos. Plays on the French wing. It's clear lots of friends and family in attendance. Here's how Pool D shaping up. Republic of Korea and France lost their opening games. And they have the chance to get some points on the board today. Japan looks like the team to beat in the group. The Tokyo bronze medalists. And we're counting down to the opening throws. And a good chance to fill you in on some of the basics of this sport, just in case it's your first time tuning in. Aim of the game, score as many goals as you can and defend your own net. And that net runs all the way across the court. And the players rely entirely on the sound of the ball, which has a bell inside, and the textured lines on court in order to navigate and work out where they need to be. It's been brilliant to see the French crowds get so behind these Paralympic athletes. And a real chance for their women's goalball team to take centre stage. Both sides losing their opening games. France losing to Canada, Korea to Japan. France's defeat was 10-0. They'll be hoping to get a goal of their own on the score sheet today. Yet to score in Paris 2024. French squad worth looking out for. Number 7, Gwendoline Matos, team sharpshooter, one of France's main attacking threats. But all 6 of those players Paralympic debutants in their first Paralympic Games. Although they ended up losing 10-0 to Canada, they put on a great showing, and they were clearly loving every second of being out in court in front of their home crowd. Republic of Korea, meanwhile, it's the same squad that gave them a silver medal back at the World Championships in 2022. Kim Eun-ji was an important part of that side, and as well as being a goalball maestro, she's also represented her country at para cross-country skiing. And their opening game, a very close 3-1 loss to Japan. They started well, scored the opening goal, but a hat-trick from Norika Hagawara was the difference between the two sides. And now we see the starting threes take to court. And these French players becoming household names. Brilliant to see all 6 members of the French squad being represented in the arena. It looks like the French starting 3 is going to be Gonzalez, Ayame, Matos. Same starting 3 as their previous match against Canada. Expect to see Gonzalez and her bright blue hair in the centre of court. Ayame and Matos outside. Korea starting three, starting to emerge. Kim Hee-jin, Sim Seon-hwa and Seo Min-ji. Very strong trio. And they're usually quite consistent in their starting three. And there's our referees from Japan and Germany. They'll be responsible for calling out any infractions. Penalties in goalball are one-on-one, so quite crucial decisions. If you have a run of poor accuracy, it can be very costly indeed. Here's the starting three. Kim Hee-jin, Sim Seon-hwa, Seo Min-ji. For France, it's the same starting three as their previous game against Canada. Gonzalez in the centre of court. Ayame and Matos alongside her. And they look pumped and ready. So do the fans. It's going to be a noisy and exciting encounter. Anthony Poud, French coach, assistant coach between 2016 and 2019, now taking on the main job. And as animated as this crowd might be now, they'll have to be totally silent when the ball's in play. Young Yun Sun, Korean coach, coached the women's team to the bronze medal at the recent Asia Para Games in Hangzhou, China. Canada came second in the World Championships 2022, so one of the best goalball sides in the world. And they're playing against the lowest ranked side in the competition. So on paper you'd expect this to go one way, but who knows, France playing in front of a home crowd. Anything can happen. With just 1 minute left to the opening throws, players having their eye shades applied under the supervision of the referee. And those eye shades mean whatever your level of visual impairment, you can play on an even footing. A bit of acrobatics from Coralie Gonzalez. She is ready for action. And she is a real character. She'll be likely very noisy on court.
Dans quelques instants, nous allons faire tous ensemble le compte à rebours d'avant-match. Gardons le silence, nous allons exploser pour le compte à rebours. Et ensuite, pendant tous les arrêts de jeu, vous pourrez encourager vos équipes. 9, 8, 7, 6.
As we count down to the start of play, we'll soon hear the referee giving the final instructions before the opening throw.
This game is between Korea on my left, France on my right. I'd like to remind everyone to keep quiet when the ball is in play, and switch off your mobile phones. Thank you. France starts with the ball. Quiet, please. Center. Play.
France against the Republic of Korea, as the hosts take on the side ranked number 2 in the world. It's a noisy start. Players allowed to make noise up until the moment their teammate starts their throwing action. Xiao Minji bowls it underarm, blocked by Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Matos. A spin and bounce on that one, and France retain possession. It's called as ball over, which means France will keep the ball. It means they have another chance. It's Adelia Ahami. And it's an early goal, France's first goal of Paris 2024. And it means so much to them. And it's come from Adelia Ahami. Getting some tricky spin and bounce on that one. And a brilliant confidence builder for France. Giving them their first goal in the women's event. How will Korea respond? It's in the arms of Xiao Minji. Gathered by Gonzalez. Out to Ayami. Blocked by the Korean centre, Kim Hee-jin. Sim Seon-hwa. It's already clear there's going to be plenty of noise on court. Two of the noisiest sides in this women's event. Both centres taking a very active role in marshalling their teammates. Sim Seon-hwa. Blocked by Gonzalez. Oh, crowd getting a bit excited. Need to keep quiet while the ball's in play. The odd shoes of Gwendolyn Matos, as well as the blue hair. Very distinctive player in many senses. Rescued by Kim Hee-jin. Throw by Sim Seon-hwa. Gonzalez to Ayami. Strong defensive work from France. Matos to throw, steadying herself on the post. Cross court and well blocked. Matos right in the thick of it. Both defence and attack. Xiao Minji. Soundtrack from Kim Hee-jin in the centre of court, making lots of noise. She's actually worked as a musical theatre actress. So she's capable of making lots of noise in more ways than one. She's playing a very active role in marshalling her teammates. Sim Seon-hwa. Gathered by Ayami, the game's only goal scorer so far. Xiao Minji. Blocked by Ahami. Originally from the Ivory Coast. Representing France, plays her club goalball in Lyon, which is a real centre of French goalball, both men's and women's. France calling the timeout. Coach noticing that France were struggling a bit there. Timeout means they'll restart with ball in hand. Quick and tactical work from Anthony Poud, the French coach. Korea will be slightly taken aback by that opening few minutes. They are the much higher ranked side between these two countries. But France have started with a real flourish. France putting the ball out. They knew there was not long left on the shot clock. 10 seconds to get the ball away, and the shot clock doesn't reset for a timeout. So they immediately had to put it out or risk conceding a penalty. The Army. Cross court. Dealt with by Seo Min-ji. Oh, interesting. So Korea have been penalised for noise. So Kim Hee-jin, who's been very active in the centre of court. But the referee judging the noise was illegal. And because it's a team penalty, France can choose who defends it. And it's going to be Sim Seon-hwa to defend. And let's see who's going to take. Looks like Adelia Ahami. Dummy from Gonzalez. Oh, it's blocked. And a bit of redemption from Sim Seon-hwa with the save. And I think it was Kim Hee-jin who conceded the penalty. Hard to tell, but someone on the Korean side made noise. And you can only make noise up until the moment that your teammate starts their throwing action. And you do need to be careful if you're as vocal as both of these sides are. If you get it wrong, then it means a one-on-one penalty. And that may feel like a missed opportunity for France. But it was a good block by Sim Seon-hwa. France very nearly made it too. This game's certainly not going according to the form book. Sim Seon-hwa. Oh, and Korea make it level. Seconds after they saved a penalty. They've excelled in offence as well as defence. And it's Sim Seon-hwa, the same player who saved that penalty, who's put it in the back of the net.
Et le but de la République de Corée signé Sim Seon-hwa, temps restant 8 minutes 21.
Ayami parried out by Seo Min-ji. It'll be interesting to see if the Korean centre's a bit quieter after that noise penalty. Oh, the ball scrambling around goal, and Matos did well to keep it out. Really could have gone anywhere. The crowd couldn't contain their excitement. Another look at that one. Seo Min-ji with the throw. Ball bobbling around. Matos, who saw it out of play. So because the ball left court in the middle third of the court, it's ball over, which means Korea will have possession. Seo Min-ji. Well blocked by Gonzalez. Ayami to throw. Sim Seon-hwa. France making a change. Gonzalez coming off. She's been such a force of nature in the centre of court. She's making way for Melda Alhan. Alhan's spoken a lot about how much this means to her. Says she wants to honour the jersey. And she's got the chance to do this if she performs well today. France doing really well to be level against the side who came second in the World Championships in 2022. France, let us not forget, ranked 18th in the world. But at the moment, France holding Korea to 1 apiece. Ayami, slightly slower ball. Sim Seon-hwa advancing up court, blocked by Ayami. Dr. Matos quickly moves across the goal line. Ayami having another go. France's goal scorer, scoring their first goal of the Paris 2024 Games. New arrival, Melda Alhan, gives the ball to Matos. Tempo's quietened a little bit, both in terms of noise on court, also in terms of goals. Gonzalez now off court. She very vocal for the French, and good effort from Kim Hee-jin to keep it in, but ball went over halfway, so it's going to be France possession. Matos with the ball. She's worked part-time from January to September so she can focus on her preparation. Now she charges up court, but well blocked, and seeing some Korean players warming up. And the ball off the post. Normally Korea like to stay with their starting three. So the fact they're contemplating a change, testament to how well France have played. Seo Min-ji, blocked by Matos, and where's that ball going to go? It's off the head of Melda Alhan. Rare throw from the Korean centre. In fact, that was their first throw of the match. And Korea take the timeouts. This first half has not gone to plan for them. They were slightly startled by that early goal from Adelia Ahami. And they could have even been 2-1 down, was it not for a very smart penalty save from Sim Seon-hwa.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci de bien respecter le silence pour les deux équipes pendant les phases de jeu.
Another reminder for this crowd, need to be absolutely silent while the ball's in play. Players rely on the sound of the ball to navigate themselves, to work out where they need to be on court. Matos pretends to give the ball to Ayami, but she's actually kept hold of it. This might be an unexpected throw. Oh, it's off the bar. A really clever bit of play from Gwendoline Matos. And an important intervention from Kim Hee-jin to push the ball onto the bar. Matos. Blocked by the Korean centre, Kim Hee-jin. This French team was only established in 2016, a year before the French men's team. So very new by goalball standards. All gathered from the army. Referee reminding the crowd once again to be quiet. Blocked out by Alhan. Another player who plays their club goalball in Lyon. Lyon very much the centre of French goalball as Matos shapes up to throw. Sim Seon-hwa, who's been right in the heart of the action, scoring a goal, saving a penalty. Ayami to throw. Noticeable how much quieter it is on court since that noise penalty. Players obviously deciding not worth the risk. Matos to throw. Blocked by the Korean centre. Seo Min-ji goes for a straighter ball. Matos once again defends well. Ayami. Sim Seon-hwa once again, but from the other side of court. Alhan gives the ball to Matos. Blocked out. Gwendoline Matos, number 7. Not a coincidence. 7th letter of the alphabet is G. And her first name is Gwendoline. Says also it's the start of 2 of her favourite words, goalball and gagner, French for to win. She's a real character and she's been instrumental in raising the profile of French goalball ahead of this Games. It's going to be number 7, Matos to throw. Not quite gagner, but doing very well. 1 apiece. France wanted the penalty there. It's not given. That would have been another chance for France 1-on-1. Not given by the officials. Seo Min-ji. Gathered by Melda Alhan. Adelia Ahami. Seo Min-ji. Bold underarm. Can France rescue this ball before it goes over halfway? No. Melda Alhan gives up the chase and retreats. Doesn't want to be caught out of position. Sim Seon-hwa been playing goalball since 2005. So we're going to see the arrival on court of Louise Ronde-Pierre. Only been playing goalball since 2020. Said she was looking to play a team sport so she could share the emotions of sport with her teammates. And she's found a discipline that allows her to shine and surpass herself. What a great stage she's got to do that today. A brilliant first half from France. Just over 2 minutes left on the clock, and the fact they're holding this career side, second in the World Championships, could have even been in the lead if they'd converted that earlier penalty. Now Matos to throw. Sims Xuanhua goes straight. Matos showing a lot of fluidity moving cross court. Now Rhonda Pierre with her first throw. Blocked by the body of Kim Hee-jin. Matos from a different side of court. Well, the ball ended up in the back of the net, but it's not going to count. Ball bounced off court. So despite the exuberance of the Paris crowd, it's no goal. Rhonda Pierre. Bit of noise once again from Kim Hee-jin. She's been fairly quiet for the past few minutes after her or one of her teammates conceded a noise penalty, but vocal once again. Now Matos. So the officials have called an equipment check. Usually that means wet ball, wet floor, or one of these players' eye shades have come a bit loose. As Matos gives some word of instruction to Rhonda Pierre and the French coach Anthony Paud, trying to get the crowd all revved up. It's been a brilliant atmosphere at the South Paris Arena whenever Les Bleus have taken to court. Officials are going to confer. Let's try and listen in. I think it's a comms problem amongst the officials, rather than any kind of infraction on court. Sometimes after officials confer, you end up with a penalty, but let's see what happens.
Quiet, please.
We're back underway. And it's Rhonda Pierre to throw. France are going to keep possession. Matos being counted down by Alhan. They have 10 seconds to get the ball into play, so players using any opportunity to get their timings right. Oh, wide of the post, blocked out by Alhan. Of course, players not able to see the clock with those eye shades on, and so they're relying on their teammates and also their own internal clock to make sure they don't exceed the 10 seconds. Rhonda Pierre. Korea want to make a change. So quite unusual to see Korea making a change. They usually prefer to rely on their starting three. And that suggests that not entirely happy with how this first half has gone. Shows quite how well France have played in order to put Korea in that position. Park Hyun-ji to come on, 25 years of age. Let's see where she positions herself on court. Looks like she'll be on the near side wing. And it looks like she'll be starting immediately, getting this ball into play. Rhonda Pierre. Straight and slightly slower. Gathered by the substitute. Park Hyun-ji. Can Matos get a throwaway before half-time? Well, a brilliant first half. And France will be absolutely delighted with how that first half has played out. The team ranked number 18 in the world, the lowest ranked side in this competition. They're holding the side who were second in the recent World Championships to a 1-1 draw. And they could have got themselves into the lead had they converted their penalty that was awarded for a noise infraction. But lots to be happy about for the French side. And the half-time score, France 1, Republic of Korea 1.
France got great start for the game. Number 5, Adelia Azami scored first. After that, Republic of Korea, number 6, Sim Seon-hwa scored.
The crowd have been absolutely brilliant all match, taking the chance to experience this fantastic parasports and cheer on this French side. Some Korea fans in the arena as well. It's been a noisy match, both on court and in the stands. There's been lots of excitement and twists and turns along the way. Let's take a look at how this match started with an early French goal from Adelia Ahami, getting France off to the best possible start. France had a penalty for that noise infraction, but it was blocked by Sim Seon-hwa. And then immediately after, Sim Seon-hwa, the hero once again, finding the space perfectly and bringing Korea level.
Republic of Korea, goal! Scored by number 6.
Matos also came close, blocked onto the crossbar by Kim Hee-jin. And we were very close indeed to France taking the lead. And there we have the vital statistics. Lots of ball over. It's quite unusual to have that many in one half. Otherwise it's looking pretty much even across the board. France will be frustrated they weren't able to convert that penalty awarded for noise against the Korean side. Looks like France have made a change. Yamali Belkier now on court. All their confirmation now from the officials.
Second half of the game between France on my left. Korea on my right. Halftime score is France 1, Korea 1. Halftime substitution France, out number 8 in number 9.
Halftime substitution France.
Yamali Belkier coming on for Luis Ronde-Pierre.
Player in number 9, Zamali Belkier.
Belkier will likely take her position on the wing.
Korea starts with a ball. Quiet please, center. Play.
Korea against France. The side ranked second in the world. Play the hosts, and oh, what an early chance for Korea. Ball off the post.
Please be quiet while the ball is in play. Thank you.
And the crowd instinctively gasped as the ball headed towards the goal line. It's quite disruptive for these players. The French women team's actually been training, carrying out simulations of things like phones going off, babies crying. Oh, and Korea take the lead early in the second half. And that's a big blow for France.
Republic of Korea.
Korea have started the second half with great threat and great promise. Just after they nearly scored seconds ago, this time they make it count in off the post. And it's Park Hyun-ji, who only very recently arrived on court. A great contribution early on from her. Now Matos to throw, yet to get on the score sheet. The ball landed out of bounds, so it's going to be Korea ball. Clever bit of strategy there from Korea, just as Sim Seon-hwa was shaping up to throw. Teammate alongside her doing a dummy run, trying to confuse the opposition so they don't know where that throw is coming from. That time well blocked out by Belkia. Ball bounced a bit more favourably than that goal just seconds ago from Sim Seon-hwa. Belkia advances forward to throw, but well dealt with from Park Hyun-ji. France looking to make a change. And we're going to see the return to court of the bright blue hair of Coralie Gonzalez, who will likely take her position in centre of court. She's a huge character. She was a torchbearer as part of the torch relay. And she's been meeting school children in the region of the Pyrenees, where she lives, to talk to them about goalball. And she's a big presence on court, and she does a great job in organising her teammates. She'll come onto court full of ideas about how to try and get a breakthrough. Oh, interesting, Gonzalez taking position on the wing. Normally she's their starting centre, so France trying something a bit different. And Korea, now they're in the ascendancy, calling the timeout. Players getting the sweat dried and hair taken out their eyes. It's not been the start to the second half that France would have wanted. It was France that started the first half the brightest, but Korea came up the blocks quickly in the second half. Coralie Gonzalez fully extending her body, trying to make her frame as big as possible. Those goals. Collision in the goal mouth between the player and the official, but all is okay. Sim Seon-hwa from the centre of court. Alhan to Gonzalez. Ball in the hands of Park Hyun-ji. Great block from Gonzalez, and she's back on her feet. A matter of milliseconds. Get that throw away. It's actually the first time that Korea have taken part in goalball competition since the Atlanta Games in '96. So it's been a long wait for Korea to be represented in a goalball event. Coralie Gonzalez trying to get the crowd going. Knows how important this home advantage is. Coralie Gonzalez grabs the ball. Said it was her childhood dream to participate in the Paralympic Games. She gives the ball to Matos. Carried out by Park Hyun-ji. Gonzalez now playing on the wing. Interesting change in strategy from the French coach Anthony Proud. France appealing for the penalty. Can't believe the fact it wasn't given. Park Hyun-ji advancing up court. Came off the head of Melda Alhan, but use any part of your body to stop the ball from going in the back of the net. Matos, while Gonzalez stamps her feet, trying to create a distraction. Blocked out by Sim Seon-hwa. The hero of the first half, scored a goal, saved a penalty. Gonzalez, slow and straight. Park Hyun-ji goes cross court, and Matos has looked very strong defensively. Can they rescue this? No. It's going to be Korean ball. Seom Sun-hwa have been playing goalball since 2005, and that is a brilliant throw from Sin Sun-hwa. She scored 2 goals, she saved a penalty. And a brilliant day for her. And she has been pivotal to this Korean lead. And a brilliant throw, and see what it means to young Yun Sun, Korean coach. France choosing to take the timeout. They were arguably the better side in the first half, but second half's been all Korea. France not able to rebuild their momentum, forced to make a few changes in personnel and formation. But they've fallen even further behind. And Lois Ronde-Pierre warming up. And they're really loving the chance to play in front of a home crowd. The timeout draws to a close. France will get the ball back into play. The dummy from Alhan. Gonzalez to throw. Gonzalez works as a physiotherapist. Put her career on hold to devote herself to goalball, so she could put on the best showing at the Paralympics. Oh, it's off the post and in. Oh, agonising for France. And the goal scored by Park Hyun-ji came off the inside of the post and crawled along the goal line. Nothing that France could do about that. Second goal for her. And what an inspired substitution that was proved to be. Oh, and Korea make it 5, and they're starting to run away with this now. And France calling for another timeout. They really need the chance to regroup. Came into this second half 1 goal apiece, but a succession of goals from Sim Seon-hwa, Park Hyun-ji. It's that Korea have turned this game on its head.
France, time.
That's the hat-trick for Sim Sion-hwa. Not to mention the important penalty save she made in the first half. And the scoreline starting to reflect the gulf in rankings between these sides. But France doing so well to make Korea work for this win. And of course, still 8.5 minutes left for France to try and close the gap.
15 seconds.
Easy to forget, France relatively new to the sport of goalball. Team only set up 8 years ago. About 200 registered players across France. But the sport's been coming on leaps and bounds, and no doubt the profile of Paris 2024 will spur that even further. Gonzalez, gathered by Park Hyun-ji. With the call of Matos from the French number 7. And her throw is sent over, and France will keep possession. You can hear how much that meant. It means they get another chance. Gonzalez counting herself down. She's got 10 seconds to get the ball into play. Melderanhan, substitute centre. Ooh, lots of spin on that. Quite a hard throw to defend. And it's ball over again. So France get yet another go at it. Feels like France building up a bit of momentum. Second ball over in quick succession. Gonzalez jumping up and down, trying to cause a distraction. Matos throw blocked and gathered by Sim Sion-hwa. Interesting the way this French team communicates. Literally calling their name, Matos or Gonzalez, to show that they want the ball. Sometimes teams will use code names or things like that just to try and make things a bit more opaque, but France going with the traditional way of players calling their name. Oh, the ball squirms towards the goal line. And once again, France undone by the bounce of the ball. And despite a valiant French defensive effort, the ball finds itself in the back of the net. And it's Sim Sion-hwa once again. Block from Alhan. And Gonzalez couldn't keep it out. Fourth goal for Sim Sion-hwa from 30 throws. It's a pretty good ratio. And Korea, who struggled to score in their opening game, starting to rack up the goals. France using their substitutes quite fluidly. Gonzalez coming off. Ayami coming on. Anthony Poud spending a bit of time on the floor. We've seen him do that in all of France's games. Interesting way of communicating. Bit of discussion between Ayami and Gwendoline Matos. Matos, probably France's greatest attacking threat, but yet to score at Paris 2024. Slower ball from Park Hyun-ji. Roll of pace Really interesting in goalball. Try and confound, confuse the opposition. Oh, once again, the ball falls behind the French defensive line, but this time France gather. It was quick work from Delia Ahami, plucking the ball out of the air. Park Hyun-ji. Excellent block from Matos, gathered by Ayami. Lots of bounce cross court. Feels like Korea starting to anticipate the French throws. Bit better than they did in the first half. Oh, once again, the ball squirms away, but Matos gathers. Good work from her. We're at the halfway point of the second half. France yet to score in this half. Korea have used the second half to rack up a big goal deficit. Equipment check called. Usually that means some eye shades have been dislodged in the frenzy of the way these players throw themselves about court. And it's Gwendoline Matos with her blue hair. She's one of several French players who's been travelling to schools in France to meet school children, tell them about visually impaired sports like goalball. The ball slipped through Alhan, but Ahami was right behind. Park Hyun-ji. Blocked out by Alhan.
Quiet, please.
Ayami. This French team very much a side in development. Only hosted their first international tournament, 2023. They've had a big focus on finding new talent, new players as the ball bounces off Park Hyun-ji, out of play. It's probably one of the closest chances Matos has had. Park Hyun-ji goes underarm. Blocked by Alhan. Ayami goes cross court. The crowd getting a bit too involved. Doesn't put South Korea off their stride though. Matos goes for that kind of bowling action. The ball just went out the right side of the line from a Korea perspective, means they get to keep possession. Korea get another go at it. It looks like it'll be Park Hyun-ji once again. Good block from Melda Alhan. Says her idol is Sevda Altunluk, who plays for Turkey. One of the best women's goalball players in the world. In fact, she's sharing a stage and could even come up against her in the knockout stages. Be very exciting for her and for this whole French side. Korea to maintain this lead. Probably put them third in the group. France will remain at the foot of the table. But all 4 teams qualify for the quarterfinals. It's all about playing for position. Try and secure the best possible draw for your side. The Army goes underarm. Dealt with by Park Hyun-ji, who's looked good since she came on as substitute. It's another ball over. The crowd thought that might have been a goal, but certainly not. It's Korea possession. As soon as that ball goes over halfway, it's basically end of the point and possession transfers to the opponent.
Substitution South Korea, out number 6 and number 3.
Republic of Korea.
Korea making a change, and very impressive athlete about to come onto court, Kim Yoon-ji. She's also represented Republic of Korea in para cross-country skiing. So she's represented her nation at 2 different para-sport events at the Paralympics. Very impressive indeed. It looks like the result now beyond doubt, but France will want to get a few more goals on the board. I'm sure Gwendoline Matos in particular itching to get herself on the score sheet for the first time at Paris 2024. Kim Hee-jin. Blocked by Matos. Just about gathered by Alhan. Matos will need to be quick. He's got 10 seconds. The ball's blocked out, so it's 10 seconds. The moment in which your team comes into possession of the ball. You've got to return it. You can concede a penalty. The Army to throw. Blocked by the Korean centre. So only made 2 throws, the Korean centre. Her role very much to block the ball and give it to wing players on the outside. French centres, meanwhile, have been a bit more active. Park Hyun-ji. Good defensive work from Matos. Alhan to Matos. Korea looking to make another change as they look to close out the second half and secure the 3 points. The Army blocked out by Kim Yoon-ji. Kim Hee-jin, Korean centre coming off. He's been right in the thick of things, a vocal presence on court. She's going to make way for these final 2 minutes. It's going to be Choi Yum-ji coming on. And a big result for Republic of Korea. They didn't get their competition off to the start they would have liked. Narrow loss to Japan. But they're right back on track if they close out this win and get the 3 points. The Army to throw. Slower underarm delivery. Gathered by Kim Yoo-jin. Alhan gives the ball to Matos. Blocked in the centre of court. First touch for Choi Yum-ji. It's another team penalty against Korea. So it's a noise penalty again for Republic of Korea. And it Seems to be a bit of an Achilles heel. It's the second noise penalty they've given away. And now France have a chance one-on-one. And it's going to be Adilia Ahami up against Park Yun-ji. Because it's a team penalty, France can choose which player defends, and they've gone with Park Yun-ji. Now Ayami to throw. She's already scored once. Let's see how she does second time. Oh, it's off the post. That is agonising for France. It's the second penalty that they've missed.
Republic of Korea, timeout.
Korea, no doubt relieved by that turn of events. Take the timeout. Here's the dummy alongside Adilia Ahami. But in the end, the ball struck the post. That's the second missed penalty for France. 2 missed opportunities to rack up some goals. And Korea must be thinking, against different opposition, those 2 penalties could have cost them dear. Something to work on for the remainder of the competition. Kim Yun-ji working her way across goal. Matos towards goal. Just be careful with the goal line. Don't want to carry it into your own net. It's incredible the awareness that these players have. As we approach the final minute. Very credible showing from France. Big gulf in terms of experience and history between these two sides. The French side only set up about 8 years ago. But they've worked Korea pretty hard. France taking the timeouts, planning their final few throws. And worth us remembering, France relatively new to international goalball. And I'm sure the profile that Paris 2024 has brought to this sport in France will really help them attract new generations, help them go from strength to strength. They've made such progress over the past few years on both the men's and women's side. And it's great to see France represented here for the first time in the goalball event. Ayami. Aggressive throw up court, but gathered by substitute Choi Eum-ji. Park Yun-ji blocked out by Matos, so that the ball's still in play. Matos to throw, still yet to score at Paris 2024. Wondered if they might give her the penalty for that reason, but it was Hyami who struck the post. To throw. Lots of spin and bounce. Gathered, and this will be the final Korean throw of the match. And what a match it's been. Matos with the return. And as the clock runs down, it's Korea that come away with the 3 points. They were given an early scare by this French side. It's France who scored an early goal. And although the first half was pretty evenly matched, in the end, Republic of Korea went into the next gear in the second half. And a succession of goals from Sim Seon-hwa and Park Yun-ji, enough to give Korea the win. But lots that France can take from this match, not least a very strong showing in the first half. And Korea with a bit to think about in terms of penalties they gave away. But in the end, Republic of Korea just too strong. full-time score. France 1, Korea 6.
Many memorable moments. Thank you, audience. You were great tonight. Thank you.
These two sets of players, give each other handshakes, and the respect that was evident throughout that match. Korea know that with that win, they've given themselves a much better lineup in the knockout stages. And brilliant to see France still smiling, still enjoying being centre stage. And once again, a French side has put on a brilliant show in front of a home crowd. So many stars for France today. Gonzalez, Matos all put in strong showings. But Sim Sion-hwa, perhaps the hero of the match, scored a succession of goals and saved a penalty in the first half. And there we have the final score. France 1, Republic of Korea 6. 4 of those 6 goals from Sim Sion-hwa. Set to be the main attacking threat for Republic of Korea. Lots for the home crowd to enjoy, especially in that first half, which very tense and close affair.
We hope you have enjoyed this evening's session. Thank you for being part of the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. The next session here at South Paris Arena 6 for Goalball is tomorrow, Sunday morning, for men's preliminary round.
There we have the important statistics. 6-1, the scoreline. Lots of balls over. It's quite a high number for an international match. There were, in fact, a few penalties. 2 saved or missed by France. Definitely something to work on ahead of the next match. And that's how Pool D's looking. France remain at the foot of the table. The Republic of Korea giving themselves a big advantage, sitting in second place. There's still a very important match to come. Canada against Korea on day 4. As the crowd file out, thanks for joining us for another fantastic day of goalball on day 4. Another brilliant day of goalball at the South Paris Arena. Rounded off with French side putting in a valiant performance against the Republic of Korea. We hope you've enjoyed the day's events and wherever in the world you're watching from. We're very grateful to you for joining us. Please do check out more Goalball and the many other fantastic sports that make up this Paralympic programme.
Paralympics Paris 2024. Nous vous souhaitons un bon retour chez vous. Et n'oubliez pas que vous